Oh,
I'd be terribly grateful if you could help me.
Hello there.
hello, Almeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Revelio.
My mother would like to...
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, Wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Who is looking at us? Defender! Confringo! Bombarda! Incendio!
Clever. Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Confringo!
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
These machines operate on steam. Interesting. Right. Don't wish to be seen. I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio!
I've read about mines like this, but seeing them is something else altogether.
How nice of you to stop by.
Yes, of course.
We need to be careful, as I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right. Who's there? Over here! If you see the human, attack and bring Bombarder! No!
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Armit. You have my word. Revelio. Being watched. By a door. Accio. Arresto momentum. Levioso. Won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye. Capulso. Levioso.
I'll be quiet.
I should use disillusion. That eye won't see a thing.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Armit. See if we can find any plans.
Schematic. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building? I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see. Clever.
I have a brother who works at Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk. Little moons. I won't rest.
Bombarder! Incendio! Defendo!
I won't rest.
Ringo! Incendio!
Let's get this over.
Arresto momentum! Glacis!
Why don't you come up here and...
Levioso!
Rather up. This way.
Descendo! Levioso!
I won't.
This really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler.
Accio!
More complex than I had expected. Another schematic. What are we
Revelio.
going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Accio! Depulso! Descendo! Revelio! Confringo! Accio!
Better things than this so-called patrol.
What? One less humour to worry about.
Accio! Levioso! Descendo! Depulso!
Utterly pitiful.
Confringo! Incendio!
You can't stop me.
Bombardo! Confringo!
Easily done.
Arresto Momentum! Levioso! Tracy!
Very cool. Won't get away with that.
Arresto Momentum! Glacius! Levioso!
Almost.
Accio! Levioso! Confringo! Incendio! Defendo! Bombardo! Confringo! Incendio!
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, Amit.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Confringo! Revelio! Accio!
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for...
Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo! Inside. Protego! Stupid one! Confringo! Revelio.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
Perhaps we can find an alternate route up ahead.
Sneaking around has its appeal. We're making quick progress.
Fight about as well as a puff scheme.
Accio! Defender!
There you are.
Accio! Confringo! For better or for worse, we're in.
Those goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time or other.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
What was that? An intruder!
Confringo! Incendio!
Back to the bench or death!
Confringo!
If only Ranrock were here to see this!
Confringo! Bombarda!
How many of Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Revenge!
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Wingardium Leviosa!
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the...
Smashing.
Qualities, Rick. Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Confringo! Reparo.
That bridge has seen better days.
Confringo! Bombarda! Defender! Incendio! Confringo!
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Defendo!
Still what seems.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment. We have another fight on our hands.
Confringo! Defender! Protego!
You won't get away with that.
Incendio!
Bombarda!
Rather unwise coming
Confringo!
back this way.
Arresto momentum!
There.
Leviosa! Glacier! Arresto momentum! Accio! Depulso! Descendo! Leviosa! Protego!
We're not finished yet.
It's almost as if they were waiting.
Confringo! Bombarda! Defendo! Incendio! Confringo! Accio! Depulso! Descendo! Levioso! Defendo! Bombarda! Incendio! Confringo! Incendio!
We certainly cleared the room.
I don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. We Slytherins are teeming with it.
And we're much more fun to fight with.
Revelio! Confringo!
Wasn't expecting that.
Revelio!
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganark was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable. You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
I know we had to do it to open the scriptorium, but it's not something I'd want to repeat.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
I have thrilling news.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting it. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous. Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Mr. Moon?
Oh.
I'm sorry. Where should I look for?
All of my usual haunts, which are here in the castle, in Hogsmeade, and believe it or not, in some of the surrounding hamlets.
I'll keep an eye.
Be strong, Alexandra.
Is everything...
If the Hamlet sent you here to talk to me about... It's not every day a girl has to put down her own troll.
It's... I'm... Oh. A troll on the loose near a hamlet. That could be devastating. I take it you're Alexandra's friend.
Confringo! Defender! Bombarder!
Incendio!
Glacius! Arresto Moment Levioso! Lumos! Accio! Depulso!
Descendo. Levioso. Protego. Stupefy. Confringo. Defender. Bombarda. Arresto Momentum. Glacius. Levioso. Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Bombarda. Incendio. Protego. Stupefy. Confringo. Incendio. Defendo. Bombarda. Confringo. Incendio. Confringo. Bombarda. Defendo. Protego. Stupefy. I feel awful for Alexandra, but the hamlet needed to be saved from that troll.
I hope you avoided my troll.
There wa- The Troll Slayer. Has a nice ring to it.
Hello. Might you have time to help with an urgent delivery?
Good idea.
I'm convinced that Feldcroft will be much safer with Chinese chomping cabbages defending them. That ought to serve you.
Sounds like Feldcroft's in trouble. Perhaps I should try to help. That crate of Chinese chomping cabbages is somewhere in this camp.
I see you.
Confringo! Bombarda!
Ringo!
Incendio! Defendo!
No!
Arresto Momentum! Levioso! Accio! Repulsor! Protego!
You'll have to fight eventually. Avoiding that problem, shall we?
Accio! Repulsor! Descendo! Revelio! That's one crate in hand. We need one more. Revelio.
Anna's getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the Catacomb.
I can see why Feldcroft needs help. Ranrock's loyalists are hiding out near Feldcroft. They must have the crate of Chinese chomping cabbages. Good finger!
Your spells glance off them.
Arresto Glacier! Levioso!
That's gonna cost me a ton.
No, that's a
Confringo!
I should have let you.
Defender! Bombarda! That's all the crates of Chinese chomping cabbages. I'd better go and see Mr. Thistlewood's friend in Feldcroft.
Hello there. Do you have the special delivery from my dear friend Eddie?
Hello, Mr.
Yes.
I have them right.
The fel-
You're welcome.
At last, some reinforcements. Hopefully this is enough support.